good night, really good night. Picked up some extra picks and got two really good football players. Excited to get AD. Very, very talented young man. We got really good connections at Texas, and felt good. We went down there. Shane and Jim Bob and the group went down and spent a lot of time with them, and so we feel really good about him. Very talented young man. He's young, and I think after visiting with him, you see he's got a nice little chip on his shoulder, which is a good thing. And then been able to get Matt, in the third, come back and get a tackle guard. He's got a lot of position flexibility. He started at left tackle, he started at right tackle. We think he can play guard. We're not so sure he can't play center. So excited to get him. Questions?
With the roster, is he you look at him this year, or is that one maybe you're looking a year ahead?
No, I mean, look, you can never have enough good linemen. I think he'll come in, he'll compete. I think he'll compete it, and put some heat on guys. I think guys get better when there's great competition. We have some really good players up front, but he just adds to the group.
You think the competition will be more inside though?
We'll see. I mean, he's got such versatility, and with Freeland coming back at tackle, gives you another tackle in the mix, which is good. And Freeland's, gotten bigger and stronger. I think you'll see that, when you see him again. He's gotten bigger and stronger, which is, it's the same development Bernie had. So we expect Freeland to take a step, and adding Matt into the group gives us some good flexibility and depth.
Reggie and Shane, I think they were both at the Texas Pro Day. What do they have to say about AD from that?
Well, they were beating the drum for a while now. They think, we all did. Look, he is extremely talented young man. And I think we're all really excited to get him.
Just consistency, is that what's missing? The athletic traits are oozing.
I don't know. I read some of the bullshit that was said on TV. Just a typical fucking, excuse my language, our typical league. Unnamed sources, bad interview. That's such bullshit. It fucking is. It's bullshit. Put your name on it. I'm tired of, we tear these young men down. These are 21, 22 young men. And if people out there can tell me they're perfect in their lives, it's crap. It's crap. This is a good kid. And, for those reports to come out, I think, I said it last year. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. I apologize for the language. I don't, but I do.
Last week you had mentioned multiple times protecting Anthony and getting him weapons. Is that something you guys really hope to accomplish today in month?
We're excited about AD. I think in our philosophy, one, you got to protect. We've always said that. And feel fortunate, to be able to get AD. We think he'll help us. We're not expecting him to be Superman right away. I think he expects himself to be Superman right away, but we don't expect that. Expect him to come in and develop. We got a good group, especially with, Pittman's back and he's hungry. You got Josh Downs in year 2, who we thought had a great rookie year. We got Pierce, who we think is going to take another step. We get Ashton Doolin back. So we think we got a really good group.
With AD, how do you value him playing in college football playoff every year of his career, playing in those big games?
And scored touchdowns in those games. 5 touchdowns in championship games. Think about that. Guy's he's played in 4 or 5 games, 5 touchdowns. So he shows up when the big moments and when it matters.
Outside wideout, deep threat, is that kind of how you envision him?
I think he can kind of do it all. He's got work to do, but he is really skilled. He's a really skilled athlete. Like any wideout that comes in this league, it's an adjustment period because the coverage is tighter. You got to be better and more detailed on your route running, but he's extremely skilled. There's not a lot he can't do athletically. So we'll see how he comes along.
How do you look at your skills across the board now? Obviously Anthony and what you have coming back at receiver, JT, et cetera. What do you like about that group?
Like the group. We're excited about the group, and you almost forget about Jelani. He missed a year last year. We saw just really strong flashes from him his rookie season. You know, knock on wood, hopefully he stays healthy. We saw the flashes of Mallory. So we think, and then Granson. So we think we've got, you know, some pieces at tight end that can also help, you know, the quarterback. And then, you know, with the wideout group we have and at running back, we feel pretty good.
With Matt, how difficult is the evaluation? He only played 3 games his last year and I had the foot.
Yeah, well, it's funny because we actually got to see him play left tackle because their right tackle got hurt the year before when he was a starting right tackle and kicked the left tackle. So you got to see him play left tackle. So that was good. Now, we do, I mean, because we go back and watch junior tape, you know, younger tape too. So we got a good feel for who he is. And that's probably one of the funnest calls I've had now. I mean, it was fun. When he'll fit in.
You mean
he'll
tonight?
fit in well.
You're talking about tonight?
Yeah, it was
Well,
fun.
So what did he say to you? Because
I can't say it.
Okay, but he made it clear to us. Like,
Yeah.
like, I don't know if
No,
you saw
he's
it,
made a, he was one of our favorite O-linemen in the draft.
Mm.
And that's including all of them. He was one of our favorite.
Does that explain the urgency to move up for him?
Yeah,
Just a few
I didn't want to, we did not want to lose him.
With AD,
Yeah.
with AD, first thing he said when got on the Zoom call was, "I'm pissed." So when you see that reaction, just that, I guess that competitive nature kind of come out already. What does that say about him and what he wants for himself in his career?
He's competitive. I mean, look, he's like any young player. I mean, they get built up. They get built up so big now, especially in college football. I mean, NIL and all the stuff they go through, and sometimes a little adversity, a little humbleness, is a good thing. I think he'll respond good to it.
Did that come across to you at all? I mean,
What's that?
Did that come across to you when you guys talked to him?
Oh, yeah.
Tonight.
Oh yeah,
Like
unequivocally.
what took you so long?
Yeah, I had my first words out of my mouth. What I just said, "You tired of sitting around?" Yeah. So and so the passion came out pretty clearly on the phone.
Do you feel like is Reggie a good match for that kind of-
Really good, really good. I haven't said enough about Reg and how proud I am. I've gotten to know Reg well even before he coached here, and like it's not easy to do what he did. To come in and coach and never really have any experience, and then just to watch the growth of him that's been really cool. That's been fun, and he's turning out to be a freaking damn good football coach, man. And like I always tell Reg, I said, Reg, they can't do what you did. Like they're not you. But what do they do well, and how do you reach them? And I mean, yeah, I love Reg, man. He's really growing, and that's been pretty cool.
And you've seen the growth. Couple more with the players you dealt with, even with Pitt and Downs.
Absolutely. I mean, I think if you ask them, they would tell you the same thing.
You said it last Friday, you've been pretty bullish on the DB room. You haven't selected one yet. Is that just another further conviction of what you
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the draft, it just goes the way it goes, and you try to make something and get some things done, and sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. Like, we don't have control of other teams, so we're still got some other guys left, so we got more picks, which is good. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 5 right now. Be interesting to see if we get more or have less. I don't know. See how the day goes tomorrow.
There was a big run on those DBs early in the second round. Did you have any urge to trade up into that?
No, because no, just didn't see the value.
Talk about
Last one here.
having a lot of big moments in big games. How much of that do you think is innate? Like some players are just built for those moments.
Well, I don't know if it's innate. I know the good thing is he's proven he can do it in big moments. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's innate. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't have an answer for that. I wish I did. If I did, I could probably sell it, but I don't have an answer for that.
Easy question, but anything you really look for tomorrow, or when you get into the third day, what's the goal?
Just continue to draft guys that fit us, that are good players,
Regardless.
Yeah, I mean, of course you're going to start trying to fill some needs, especially in the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th round. But then you don't ever want to pass up a guy that you really like. You know, hey, this guy's a good player and he might not be a position of need, but like if we pass him and watch him play for somebody else, we'll be, you know, and take a lesser player. You don't ever want to do that. So we got to keep our eye on the need and, you know, who's up on the board.